welcome to the Lions Den.
Oh, boy.
We are back with another episode of the Lions Den. What's going on, y'all boys?
Cooling.
Yeah, it's just chilling. It's a sad day.
It's a very sad day in history.
In history, for sure, with the passing of Los Angeles Laker Kobe Bryant. Literally the day after, LeBron passes his all-time scoring record. Allegedly, he was killed in a helicopter crash in Calabasas. It's been confirmed now that his 13-year-old daughter was also in that the helicopter crash. So, it's a very sad day, especially, reminiscing on the life and legacy of a legend in basketball.
Yeah, it was very sudden. It was very, very sudden. Like, I don't even know how to fully process what happened. I was just taking a nap, and then Ashanti came out and was like, yep, y'all boys saw the news. And I was like, no. And then it was confirmed by TMZ. And I was like, well.
Yeah, I literally was making a video, and I see in the chat, Jessie was saying like, "Hey, let's make a podcast, talking about, about Kobe passing." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like Kobe passing?" Like, and I'll go on, the internet, literally moments after, and I'm seeing like, a lot of headlines and things like that, and I'm just trying to like process it because that's just so sudden. Especially since, I remember I was looking at a post yesterday where they were saying, like, LeBron had passed the scoring record. I saw a video clip of him, like, hugging LeBron, congratulating him and stuff. So to see, like, in this type of, like, moment, in this type of time frame, literally 14 hours later, like, it's just kind of very surprising, to say the least.
The thing with me was, like, I didn't know what to believe. It was so much going on. First, it was, like, all his daughters. And then
that
was
like
sickening. Rick Fox. And it was like, oh, my God, like, I don't know what to believe. So I'm just going to kind of, like, hold down and just, like, look up sites that actually mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like the ABCs and things like that. It just made me realize that how much, like, people really don't care. They just want attention.
Yeah,
they just want to be first. It don't even matter if they're true. They just want to be first.
Yeah, I think that's one of the sickening things about media that I was looking at clips that look kind of sketchy. I mean, I'm seeing like stuff that look like it's not even in California.
Yeah, it was like
the
viral video of this helicopter crash from 2013 in like the Middle East.
And then it was like, yo, like, this is
footage of the crash. And I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, what do you have to gain from this? Like, outside of it being Kobe Bryant, like, let's even take away the title. Like, a man, 5 people, just died on a helicopter crash. And you're just seeking to get a couple, I guess, push notifications, a couple likes, retweets, inbox DMs. Like, I don't know what your end goal is, but I just don't know why people are even engaging in such things.
Yeah, that's so
corny, RIP to everyone that was on that flight.
That's so corny, man.
Everyone else on that flight, definitely RIP to all of them. And it just shows how sick the media is sometimes. Like, everyone's so rushing to get to that first, I got to be the first person to get this out, out there, that you're not even checking the validity of this is true or not. Yeah. You're just trying to, get people on your side, like, oh, this source got the first. No, like, it's not about that. We're human.
I think the first one even said, like you said, Jesse, the first one was like all 4 of his daughters, and then it said like 3 of his daughters. And I'm like, come on, like, what are y'all even? What's going on here? Like, why are we even doing this right now? I just don't like things like that.
And then another moment that kind of like bothered me is that I saw a clip where LeBron James had got off of a flight or something. He was just walking, and you could just see how distraught he was over the mourning and the passing of Kobe Bryant. And it just kind of showed me that even in this very intimate moment, like, there's still no privacy for these celebrities. So it's like, I don't know. It made me really think that, like, do I really even want to be like, on that type of level where everything I do and every moment of my life had to be broadcasted? Yeah. Like, imagine your family members literally, on the timeline right now, all they see is stuff about their family member, and people who don't even know them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because, you're like, it's kind of hard to see who actually really cares or who just trying to, put some stuff out there just to, I don't know. It's weird. It's one of those things where you kind of see the human nature of and that the bad part of human nature.
I just about to say that's like, it's sickening. Another thing that this kind of oddly ties into our last conversation, or at least what I was saying on the last episode, or one of the last episodes, just about how precious time is and how precious the present is, because it's like you said, Trigga, nobody just goes on, gets on this helicopter like, okay, my daughter has this basketball tournament, let me just support the little one in her way on her journey. And then boom, now it crashes, unfortunately. Nobody's planning or expecting that to happen. So going back to what I was just saying last time about how just everybody that's in our generation or, younger, anybody that's our age group, of how, like, if you really got something pressing or, like, you got a dream or you got this goal that's just in your heart, mind, and spirit that you got to see, you just got to start now. Like, not tomorrow, not even, a week from now. No, you got to do it now in any way possible. That's, the most rational way as possible for you to start, just because this is the perfect scenario of just how life can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think
the heartbeat.
The biggest illusion is that we have time.
Time.
You can't see the amount of time you have left. So it's like you can't really say you have time for anything. That's why I always tell people, make sure that you're doing what you love, because you never know. You just never know. You got to make sure you're doing what you love. That's all I got to really say.
Yeah, at any given point, you don't want to just, have it all taken. Then it's like, okay, now let me look back. What did I do? That was, what did I do that I felt was me?
Yeah.
And you don't want to have that and then look back and just see you the 9 to 5 going to work, or you just doing a bunch of things that you knew in your heart, because that's the key to this, in your heart, that you knew that that's not what you truly wanted to do. That and then that's just one of those things at the end, just you and your God, you just gotta duke that out, because nobody else knows but you. So
no, that's definitely real, man. I mean, at the same time though, you still have to plan for the future. I understand, like, at any time things can go wrong, but I mean, you still got to plan for the future.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
Oh no,
the
main thing was the main key that I think I said in all of that was just to live in the present.
This is true.
Now that doesn't mean, YOLO, I'm dying tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm clearing my savings. No,
that means.
no. I was very careful in making sure that I said, you want to do it very rational. You know what I mean? Like, you want to make sure, obviously, that, it's going to make sense for you, but don't use that making sense. I put air quotes around the making sense part. Don't use that as an excuse to just also never start. And that's why it just goes back to the convo about it being that balance. Find yourself somewhere in the middle where it's like, okay, I still have responsibilities of today, but I still know where I would like to be tomorrow. So let me write down where I would want to be tomorrow and slowly work towards that. I think it's just the fine line between the two.
No, you definitely snap. You made it make a lot more sense to me, for sure. I mean, at the same time, like, with me, I'm a person who's always looking forward to the future, but just seeing these deaths with, like, Juice WRLD and then Kobe now and so many other people, it's like you kind of have to live in the present as well, for sure. So his house, you had to take a helicopter to get there?
Yeah, apparently.
That is crazy.
Apparently the terrain or something like that, it's like, I guess that was like a regular part of life, taking a helicopter for them.
So it wasn't no, like, crazy, like, just, I'm just doing this to do it.
Yeah.
It was actually a necessity.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's another thing I saw. It wasn't like a one-off situation where they just also happen to be in the helicopter. Like, this was definitely a daily routine for them. So it just kind of shows you, like, nothing is definitely guaranteed. Like, you can be comfortable in a routine and kind of, like, shift course at any moment. But so when it comes to his legacy, I lost the question. I literally had a question on mine.
I actually don't know what question you were going.
Yeah,
I don't know where you were going.
Where you're going with that.
Of course,
I thought you were making a point. I didn't even know
his legacy's over now.
What I'm saying, are you think, because, like, we have a tendency as people to kind of, like, boost people's rating, just because after they pass or whatever. Do you think that that's going to be a case? I mean, like, even before his passing, like, Kobe was definitely a prominent figure. He was definitely in the conversations of being one of the best players, to ever exist. So what do you feel like, the state of his legacy, or do you think it's going to, like, change how people view him, or you think people are going to be kind of consistent, or like, or you for your matter, like, how do you see
just
that?
In the way he died, you're saying?
I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, his career and legacy. Yeah. Do you think, like, his death, like, accounts for, like, any bettering or worsening of his legacy, or is it just kind of like he did what he had to do?
I don't know if it's going to be for better or worse. I'm not sure. Maybe I just don't understand the question. Maybe one last time. Like, I just want to make sure I'm grasping.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, there's a lot of times where people feel like as soon as someone died, now they're putting on this like pedestal of being like, you know, the greatest ever,
legend.
or like the legend.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Do you feel like this is going to be an instance that's going to happen with Kobe?
No. Because these talks were, these talks happen like every other day on ESPN. There's one of the main fun fact. This is the main reason why I even stopped watching ESPN. Kind of when I was younger, I noticed that like they had the same debates over and over, like LeBron, Michael Jackson, LeBron, Michael Jordan, or Kobe. Who's the best? Who's the best? And Kobe was always like, you know, in that conversation,
right?
Even before today. So it's like I don't know if that'll.
He was a legend as he was living.
Yeah, he was already a basketball legend. I think now people are going to be even more focusing on life after basketball for him. Like, I know he had a lot of foundations going. He was doing a lot, you know. Right. So I think that's mainly going to be the legacy in the conversation now. Because his basketball GOAT, he was already solidified. He was already goated. Yeah, he was goated a while ago. Even the way his career went out. Because I think the same time he retired, like, he had a lot of adversity that season too. I know he had torn his Achilles. He had, like, it was just a lot going on. So, you know, even through that, people were like, nah, it's okay. You tore your Achilles, but you're still the GOAT. So I don't think the death will affect that conversation.
Right.
No, I think I don't know. I feel like once you do die, bro, people have a tendency of giving you your roses after you die.
Yeah, right.
So I think he's definitely going to be more amplified for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happens to the best of them, bro. In death, people get the most of their glory.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would imagine it's going to be a lot of people like, oh my God, man, Kobe was he was just amazing. He was just the best. Although it's people who are already doing that before.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But it's going to be even more.
I'd rather, like, you know, someone kind of be consistent with their viewpoint. Don't let, you know, him passing, you know, make any bearing on his, like, what he did on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, judge it for, you know, what he did on the court. And a lot of people will agree that he was, you know, the best even while he was here.
Yeah,
so it goes back to that conversation.
What I would say too, though,
before
I think that people are definitely going to bring up his past, which like with the law and things like that, and the cases.
Yeah, they're
definitely going to bring all that up. Like when people are trying to mourn him, they're going to be like, "Well, he did this,
don't
he
forget."
did that.
And I'm like, "Come on, like, what do you have to gain, bro?"
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, that just brings me to like just the illness of human nature, because like those people who really judging, like. The only difference between them and like the Kobe's and the celebrities is that their life isn't broadcasted. You're not going to see what they their ill wills on a day-to-day situation. But you know, you want to, you know, mark these people down because they had a run in with the law, you know, as if, you know, they're incapable of doing that because they're a celebrity. I don't know. It's just weird to me to see how people view certain celebrities and put them in that space where they have to be perfect when they're human.
I remember that happened with X. Whenever X died, and then I just saw like all the comments. Yeah, he's a woman beater. X, Y, Z, and I'm like, but like that's not for any of us to judge. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can have your opinion. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't. I don't know. I just really try not to judge people. So it's just weird seeing people just always try to outcast and just push their opinion and how they feel about somebody on others.
Yeah,
never really been a fan of that.
Nah, that's not it, bro. We're gonna go ahead and say rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. You know, he has a hell of a legacy, and our prayers are with his family. Yeah, and just like that, we out.